disabled list. Please direct your attention to the Clipper Security Source time and temperature board in left center field. The current temperature is a cool 91 degrees, and the time is now 4:06. Clippers, your around-the-clock security source. Tune in, Rev fans. It's time to take a look at the current Atlantic League leaderboards. First, let's look at the Atlantic League batting average top dogs. In third, we have Joseph Rosa. In second, Kelly Dugan. And in first, David Harris. Next, how about we check the sluggers touting the top swings going yard. Third place, Courtney Hawkins. Second place, Carlos Franco. And in first place, Kelly Dugan. The clutch batters holding down the top RBI spots are, in third place, Courtney Hawkins. In second place, Kelly Dugan. And in first, your very own Carlos Franco. Gentlemen, it's time for our starting lineups for tonight's game. To help me with the Barnstormers, I've brought my good friend from Lancaster, Ebenezer.
Well, thank you now, Von Strick. For the Barnstormers now, leading off and playing in the center field, number 11, Shawan Dunstan Jr. Batting secondly now, Vonst. At second base, number 3, Melvin Mercedes. Batting third. Playing at first base now, Vonst. Number 30, Kelly Dugan. Batting the cleanup, designated hitter, because that's what he does. Number 12, Andretti Cordero now, Vonst. Batting fifth, right fielder. Number 1.
It's trying to be funny. Let's just take it out till the anthem. He's an idiot. Maybe just try getting the names right first. Yeah.
The York Revolution is on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
It is gone! Game over!
Revs Baseball is brought to you by Wellspan Sports Medicine, People's Bank, Shipley Energy, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Brewery Products, Harvey's Rental, Racehorse Tavern, Flying Feet Sports Shoes, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Dasher Investment Services, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, Royal Manchester Golf Links, Community Progress Council, Fast Signs, York County Bar Association, Philly Pretzel Company, Wolf's Bus Lines, Grand Falloons, PA Lottery, and by Downtown Inc.
Nelly Rodriguez, a walk-off two-run home run! Right there, he's got it, and this game is over. The Revs with a record-setting comeback.
Now, with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good afternoon, everyone, from People's Bank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 64 of York Revolution baseball and a brief 2-day, 3-game stay here at home for a change as the Revs host the Lancaster Barnstormers here on 4th of July on radio, brought to you by Brewery Products all weekend and all series here against the Barnstormers. Hi again, everybody. Daryl Henry alongside Jake Ness. Welcome to Revs Baseball and happy 4th of July to everyone listening out there. Hope you're listening by your barbecue and on the deck, maybe by the pool today on this national holiday. And Jake, the Revs coming back home, a tough road trip, 2-4. They had a tough finish yesterday with a lot of testiness at Long Island, and Mace will explain all that went on behind the scenes and on the field coming up on the pregame today. But a tough travel as well. Got in at 4 a.m. and I don't know, I can speak to myself personally. I got to sleep at about 6 a.m., but we're at it here today. It'll be a great atmosphere here for the holiday game, and hopefully that can carry the Revs here this afternoon.
Yeah, already plenty filing in, and should be a fun one with everything we have going on during the game and afterwards. So like you said, it was really tough to, come off of yesterday's game, but baseball's all about having a short memory, and we'll see what happens today against a team that nobody's really a stranger at this point between these two guys.
Yeah, we've played them 15 times. It feels like we're due for a 16th meeting, and we'll have the doubleheader tomorrow at 5 p.m., and then our first two second-half games over in Lancaster Wednesday and Thursday. And an oddity of the schedule, one of about 1,000 oddities of the schedule, is that Lancaster's second half actually begins in Game 2 tomorrow night in that doubleheader. But today, a first-half game, one of 3 remaining for the Revs, one of 2 remaining for the Barnstormers, and it'll be Austin Nicely making the start for York, 2-5 with a 6.88 ERA. Right-hander Brooks Hall goes for Lancaster. He is 0-1 with a 3.86. We did have some history in yesterday's game at Long Island, and Carlos Franco made records fall right away in the top of the first inning.
Tarpley gets ahead of him. Here's the stretch and the 0-2. And a swing and a fly ball hit deep to right. Turbo back at the fence. It's gone! Carlos Franco, a first inning grand slam. And Revs history has been made. 45 consecutive games he's reached base safely, tying the franchise record set by Nate Espy in 2007. He does it on a grand slam and ties for the league lead with home run number 23. Just remarkable. He has tied a Revs record for home runs in any half. He has set a Revs record for RBIs in any half, now with 72. As Melky drapes the bling around his neck in historic fashion here in the first inning today.
Yeah, and he also set a Revs record for career grand slams in a York uniform. That was the 4th that he had hit, breaking a tie with several others who had hit 3 in their Revs career. That early 4-0 lead did get erased, but in the 5th inning, the Revs did at least briefly go back on top.
Here's the stretch, Tarpley the 1-0, and a swing and a line drive base hit into left center. Reyes around third. He's going to come home to score. Encarnacion goes to third. The throw-in misses the first cutoff. Romero intercepts it in the middle of the infield, and Nelly stands at first with an RBI single. And the Revs have reclaimed the lead. It's 5-4.
Long Island went on top in the bottom half. Both teams missed chances to score either way. The Revs to tie or Long Island to add to the lead. The bullpens were pretty good. But in the 8th, Josue Herrera doing this to a lefty-lefty matchup that was brought his way.
And the big lefty comes set. First pitch to Herrera. Curveball lined off. Webb's glove it into center. Figueroa around third. He hesitates. Now he's going to come home and dives in ahead of the throw. And the Revs have tied the game 7-7 here in the 8th. Josue Herrera, first pitch swinging, beats that lefty-lefty matchup and takes it right into center, right off Webb's glove, off the tip of his glove. Yeah, that was the first pitch that he saw. Game tied, and then with 2 on in the bottom of the 8th inning, Jeffrey Perez came up with a huge play defensively. Johnny Turbo running to first on him. Pitch, swinging a line drive right center. Jeffrey on the run, dives and makes the play. Fires it into second. Runners have to get back. Jeffrey Perez, a game-saving catch in right center. What a job for out number 2. Well, a lot of excitement throughout the course of the night, but ultimately Long Island would set the table and win it. Vladimir Frias, a walk-off hit in the bottom of the 9th inning, 8-7. Game took 4 hours and 4 minutes. We got in at 4 a.m., but back at it today and looking to put the frustration of last night behind us. Again, what's coming up, what's on tap here in the pregame, brought to you by Brewery Products and Bud Light. We've got a quick look around the league. Jake will tell us who all is in action today as we are starting off a bizarre week schedule-wise, and then we'll hear from Mays, find out everything that went on behind the scenes as things did get heated on the field several times at Long Island last night, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. Again, it's Austin Nicely against Brooks Hall, first of a 5-game, 4-day series against the Barnstormers, home and home here this week, and a first pitch at 4:30 right here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
I'm Amber Theo Harris with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Davante Adams leads the NFL in receiving yards and receiving touchdowns the last 5 seasons combined, thanks in part to his special connection with Aaron Rodgers. Now that Adams is with the Raiders, Brett Favre is expecting a drop-off in his production based solely off him needing to adjust to a new quarterback. Favre telling TMZ of Adams, quote, "I'd be shocked if he had the same year he's had this year. That's not to say he can't do it, but I would be shocked." And former Giants pass rusher Michael Strahan says he's a big supporter of the team's new rookie pass rusher, Kayvon Thibodeau. Strahan telling his former teammate Tiki Barber on WFAN Sports Radio, quote, "I believe we got a good pick who's going to bring some joy to Giants fans for some years to come. I just hope he'll allow me to help him as much as I can if there's anything he needs," end quote. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
All right, where are we going for breakfast?
I kind of want a breakfast quesadilla.
Oh, I didn't know they were doing quesadillas for breakfast these days.
Well, Taco Bell is.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, they have this Bell breakfast box now that comes with this breakfast quesadilla that's super cheesy and a hash brown.
Okay, I wish I knew about this earlier.
And it has Cinnabon Delights and a coffee in it.
Why did I not know about this earlier?
Try the new $5 Bell breakfast box, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations during breakfast hours only, 7 to 11 a.m. for a limited time. Contact local store for prices and participation with fare. Tax extra. Drinks exclude freezes.
In the wee hours of the night, when everyone else is fast asleep, you're the one on third shift, burning the midnight oil. When a part fails and everything comes to a grinding halt, regardless of what the clock on the wall says, you leap into action. Grainger is with you and all the ones who get it done. With 24/7 customer support by phone or click to chat. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Back here on our 4th of July pregame, taking you around the league, brought to you by Wolf's Bus Line. And like we alluded to earlier, it's probably the weirdest week of the Atlantic League schedule, with the first half for most teams beginning tomorrow, and a little home-and-home action for everyone around the league, and it starts today. Getting started alongside us at 4:30, the Genomes will be the home team hosting Lexington in a doubleheader. Stop me if you've heard that one before. And then at 6 o'clock, Staten Island takes on Long Island. Battle of the North Carolina teams at 6:15, with the first half South Division champs Gastonia hosting High Point, and then first half North Division champs Southern Maryland, they host Charleston starting at 6:35. And then Wednesday, everyone does a little switcheroo, except for Lexington, I guess. But other than that, like we alluded to earlier as well, it was a action-packed day yesterday, and Mace will be able to break it down. Racehorse Tavern Manager's Report right after this break.
Southern Recipe Pork Rinds. Southern Recipe Pork Rinds have the bacony crunch you crave in a protein-packed, low-carb snack. They're the pork rind that tastes best for just about any event. Southern Recipe Pork Rinds are also low-sugar, gluten-free, and naturally loaded in collagen, so it's a no-brainer. Get through the daily grind with Southern Recipe Pork Rinds at southernrecipe.com today. Southern Recipe Pork Rinds.
Visit Amazon today for your Southern Recipe Pork Rinds.
O'Reilly.
This is Claudia's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
I had just moved to a new city and barely even knew where the grocery store was yet. When my car wouldn't start one morning, I didn't know who to ask about local shops. But I remembered a name from back home, O'Reilly Auto Parts. I called and they pointed me to a great mechanic just down the street. Now I feel a little more at home.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Racehorse Tavern Manager's Report. Now here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace. Well, a tough loss at Long Island last night, and there was a whole lot going on the field, off the field. So let's start to unpack that. The game took over 4 hours. And let's begin with the first ejection, okay? Connor Lean, he's arguing strike 3 that he didn't like. Starts to walk away. Home plate umpire turned his back. First base from 150 feet away throws him out of the game. I thought that was inappropriate. Was I wrong?
No, you were 100% right, and I let the first base umpire know that. I said Connor's discussion was with the home plate umpire, and the first base umpire told me, well, in his opinion, he didn't think the home plate umpire was handling the situation, so he ejected Connor, which is way overstepping your bounds. The player's having a discussion with the home plate umpire. He's not pointing a bat at him. He's not in his face screaming at him. He's walking toward the pitcher's mound when they're having a discussion. So for the first base umpire to throw him out of the game there was just definitely, as you used the word, inappropriate.
All right, so maybe the next inning, we had the issue where their starter leaves, says something to our dugout. A couple of our guys come out, benches clear, and there was some jawing earlier in the inning or the inning before, whenever it was, when Elmer scored. I can tell from the booth something testy is going on in the field. No idea what it was. So what is the backstory? How much can you tell us? What the heck was going on down there?
Well, I mean, I can tell you this. Their manager sent a message to our trainer after the second game, the second night, that they were going to hit Elmer in the head yesterday because they think that he was tipping signs or location from second base. So that message got through our team long before the game started yesterday. So when Elmer scored the run, he was right in front of their dugout, and the manager was saying some things to him, and Elmer was saying some things back, and that was how the initial first warning of the game took place. So both benches were warned after that little discussion between the manager and Elmer.
So Nelly and Franco get ejected. When they come out, I guess Tarpley was yelling at our dugout as he left the field, whatever. Were those ejections warranted?
Well, I mean, look, I think Nelly is warranted for sure. I mean, we just, he just was going. I mean, it was very hard to get him to stop. The Franco ejection for me, the home plate umpire was telling the first base umpire that he saw, Franco throw a punch, which that never happened. So I don't know how that came about. So that was why Franco had to be ejected from the game too. So you can watch the video all day long. There's nobody throwing any punches. I mean, there's some restraining and standing in front of guys, the typical, trying to hold guys off or whatever. But there wasn't any real physical. I don't think anybody really got shoved or bumped or grabbed or anything like that. So I'm not sure where that came from the home plate umpire, but with Connor already had been ejected from the game, and then Nelly and Franco. We were down 3 position players at that point with only 4 bench guys. So, it kind of put us behind the 8 ball a little bit. And I really didn't disagree, Let me say that again. I disagreed with Franco being ejected because I really didn't see where Franco did anything, and I'm right in the middle of the whole thing. The Nelly ejection, I can get that, but, Franco definitely not.
Yeah, so you had guys out of position, you're trying to get to the finish line in that game and give them a lot of credit, right? They battled, tied the game with 2 outs in the 8th inning when you had literally nothing left on your bench.
No, exactly. I tried Melky. We tried Melky in the outfield, and then he did get one at bat and he got a base hit, but I just didn't like the way he was moving around out there. And like I told him, I said, look, this, we want to win every game, but in the big scheme of things here, I'd rather you be happy, healthy for the second half. So, we brought Lenine in, who was down in the bullpen getting the relievers warmed up. And then, we brought him in to take Melky's spot. So I made so many position moves yesterday. I brought JC from left field to third base to put Melky out there. Connor was gone, so I had to put Perez from second base to center field. That inserted Kenley. Kenley goes to second base, and now I got to move Figueroa over to short. You know what I mean? So there was a lot of moving parts, and then with Nelly gone, I got to put Herrera at first base. So, and then once I took Melky out of the game, I put Lenine at third base because he does occasionally take some ground balls during batting practice. And I put JC back in left field. So at that point, we were the only bench guys I had left were pitchers. We were out of position players. And, that's just kind of the way the game ended up.
The other thing that was questionable, there were warnings issued at one point, and then Nunez gets hit by a pitch later in the game, and, nothing comes of that. What's the deal with that?
Well, I was against the warning being issued initially anyway, and I let the first base umpire know that. So because he was the one that issued the warning, when Nunez got hit, he was the first hitter that got hit by pitch after the warnings were issued several innings later. So I went out onto the field, asked the first base umpire, okay, well, what are we doing? Is this going to be the pitchers ejected and their manager? And his answer to me was, well, I really don't think that warranted an ejection. I said, well, then why do you issue the warning?
Yeah.
Right? I don't care if it's a breaking ball, it's 3-0, it's a right-hander against a left-handed hitter, first base is open. So, so you beat him, right? I get it, it's a breaking ball. I get it. But you still hit him. So if you're not gonna enforce the warnings, then don't give them. So, and then the next inning, the Gus hits Woodcock with a breaking ball down and in too, right? So, in reality, both pitchers could have been gone and both managers. But, for the umpire to say, well, I don't think the situation warrants an ejection because I don't think he was trying to do it on purpose. I don't know that anybody here is a mind-reading expert, but when you issue warnings, you need to enforce it. The best thing to do is don't issue any warnings. Watch it unfold, right? If this guy hit a home run and the next time he gets drilled or the guy behind him gets drilled, you don't have to issue a warning. You can just eject pitchers at that point or managers or whatever. So when you're going to issue warnings to both benches, you should enforce it. And of course, once again, last night we saw warnings not be enforced. So at this point, I think the warnings are laughable, and that's just the way I feel about it because they really never get enforced unless it was on me. It got enforced here when I took the game balls to my office against the Genomes a few weeks back.
Yeah. Well, probably not surprising that it doesn't get enforced on their team up there, but
We had a frustrating night, a short night, but here today should be a great atmosphere and hopefully a fun one here for a brief 2-day stay at home.
Yeah, I mean, great weather, which, we appreciate that. 4th of July, which is an awesome holiday. And we're expecting to be packed here throughout the night between the game and the symphony and the fireworks. I mean, so we're expecting a great night. Hopefully the game will be good as well, and we come out on top. And we have some fireworks of our own with some long balls and score some runs. But, it's nice to be home. And when you look at the openings this year, I mean, coming into today, we've had 22 home games. And everybody else in the league is pushing 30 and beyond. So the second half, it'll be nice to be home, 40 times or whatever, as opposed to being on the road like this 41 times.
All right, well, happy 4th of July, Mace.
Yeah, happy 4th of July to you, too, and everybody out there.
All right. That is Revs manager Mark Mason on the Racehorse Tavern Managers Report. Revs are taking the field right now, and we'll send it down to the field and listen in as we get set for our national anthem here today.
Hey, here we come. Here we come. Here we come.
Fans, please rise if you are able. Remove all headwear. And welcome Coco Chantel for the performance of our national anthem presented by Americhoice Federal Credit Union.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, right so gallantly streaming. And the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That is Coco Chantel with our national anthem here this afternoon. 4th of July here in York. For years and years, the Revs would be on the road for this game, but it's become now a recent tradition to be home for this holiday. And the starting lineups, as always, brought to you by Flying Feet. For the Barnstormers here this afternoon, they will have Shawan Dunston Jr. in center field leading things off. Melvin Mercedes at second base will hit second. Kelly Dugan, the first baseman, is batting third. Cleanup hitter is DH Andretti Cordero. Ladarius Clark in right field is hitting fifth. Colton Shaver will do the catching and bat sixth. Trayvon Robinson in left field hits seventh. Anderson Feliz at shortstop will hit eighth. And Trey Solaire, the third baseman, bats ninth. Again, Dunston, Mercedes, Dugan, Cordero, Clark, Shaver, Robinson, Feliz, and Lair, with right-hander Brooks Hall making the start for them. For the Revs here this afternoon, it'll be Troy Stokes Jr. in right field leading it off. Elmer Reyes at shortstop at second. JC Encarnacion in left field will hit third. Nelly Rodriguez at first base is batting cleanup. Carlos Franco, the third baseman, hits fifth. Connor Lean in center field will bat sixth. Josue Herrera, the designated hitter, is batting seventh. Jeffrey Perez at second base today, hitting eighth. And Lenine Rodriguez catching for Austin Nicely. Lenine will bat ninth. Again, it's Stokes, Reyes, Encarnacion, Rodriguez, Franco, Lean, Herrera, Perez, and Rodriguez, as Nicely is set to go. This will be start number 13 for him, 2-5 with a 6.88 ERA. His inning total is fourth highest in the league, 70 2/3. 95 hits, only 26 walks though, 50 strikeouts. Opponents have hit 318. Lefties have actually hit him better than right. Lefties 338, righties 311. They have accounted for all of the home runs against him. And he'll face Lancaster for the fourth time. Had a really rough first start, but two good ones after that. And Dunston digs in. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch today is high. We are underway on this July 4th at 4:35 here at Peoples Bank Park. Here's the 1-0, and it misses down low. The time is a-ticking. Dunston hitting .291. Been an on-base machine. Pitch, fastball. There's a called strike. 21 games played, he's been on base in 20 of those, has 19 runs scored, on base percentage .413. Pitch, he swings and fouls it off, third base side. And against lefties, he's certainly held his own, hitting .346. Has 17 walks, 21 Ks in 21 games. Here's the wind and the 2-2. And he swings and taps a foul right at the plate. Lenine grabbing it. Revs are in their traditional home whites today. Lancaster and that combination of red, white, and black stripes on their jersey. Pitch to Dunston. He pulls a ground ball to first. Nelly charging up, gloves, leads nicely to the bag, and makes the athletic play, sprinting to first right in front of Dunston for out number one.
Yeah, Nicely every single start. We said this last time out against Lancaster has been a little bit better than the last one in particular, his best. 6 2/3, 7 hits, just 1 earned run, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. And if you can improve on that, that's looking like another pretty good day.
Yeah, that was arguably his best start of the year. Here's Melvin Mercedes, switch hitter, bats right. Nicely fires and misses high and away. Mercedes hitting .267 with 4 home runs. It's been hot, last 13 games hitting above .400. 1-0. There's a fastball for a strike. Our plate on today is Buzz Albert, Ian Pittenger at first base, and Jason Smith at third. 1-1, and a swing and a soft line drive, shallow center. That'll plummet down for a base hit. And Mercedes serves one up the middle. He'll be a 1-out base runner. Does have 7 steals, and Lancaster's run a lot. They're second in the league in steals with 82, and the last 10 games they've stolen 20 and have been thrown out just once. It's become a big part of their offense. Here's Kelly Dugan, who had the day off yesterday, but in there, part of the 3-way tie for the league lead in homers with 23, with Hawkins and, of course, Franco. Left on left. First pitch is down and away. Second in overall hitting, .338. Tops in slugging, .755. And he's second in RBIs with 64, but that's now 8 behind Franco. Of course, against York, he's hit .426 with 10 homers in 14 games played. Pitch, he swings and misses. Challenged him with A fastball in and nicely kept it down, evens things up. Yeah, Dugan had the day off. They beat Staten Island 6-1 yesterday. Niall Ball went 8 innings of 3-hit pitching. A 1-1 and a breaking ball just outside. And they played their game at 1, so they are, you know, unless they went out and hit up downtown Lancaster until the wee hours, they should be much better rested. And they may have. I don't know. I don't know what their habits are. Nicely the 2-1 and a swing and a high fly in right center. Lean heads back on it, onto the track, at the fence. He's got room, and Mercedes is at second. Lean fires toward first. Mercedes has to sprint back. Dugan misses a home run by maybe a foot and a half. Lean reaching against the wall, padding with his back to the wall, makes that play. And it's a warm day with a little breeze headed out right that direction. Just barely kept him in the park.
Yeah, left a changeup up that time, and Dugan just missing.
Had it all the way. Here's Andretti Cordero, who's DHing today. Now he holds Mercedes. First pitch is down low. We are barely still scoreless. By the way, it's 86 degrees and sunny. It's just about perfect. Our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Nicely from the belt. Couple of checks, kicks, fires. It's outside. Snap throw to first. Diving back is Mercedes. Lenine pulling the trigger. Cordero hitting .303. He's started every game and leads the league in hits with 81. 2 ahead of Elmer Reyes, who's in a tie for second. Nicely fires, and there's a fastball right down the chute for a strike. 91 miles an hour on it. And Cordero tied for 4th in the league in RBIs with 54. He's hit 9 home runs. Nicely to the plate, and a line drive to left, and that's going to get down in front of Encarnacion on a short hop. He stays in front of it and fires in toward third base. Had to make a split-second decision whether to sell out and come in or not. He plays it for the base hit. It'll be first and second for Ladarius Clark.
And you can make the argument that that's the safer play here in the first inning, just to not let a ball get past you, because chances are with Mercedes speed, he scores easily.
And now Clark, who's had a big first half of his season. Nicely a look back at Mercedes, who's dancing. First pitch is high. Clark's been a tough out for Nicely. 7 for 13 with a homer and a double. And against York, hitting .349 with 5 home runs. Overall, he's batting .283. Tied for 5th in the league with 13 long balls. 1-0, swings, breaks his bat, loops it down the line in right, but it lands foul down near the tarp. Bat broke in half, 1 ball, 1 strike. Clark, who's got power and speed, 3rd in the league in steals with 24. That bat broke right in half. By the way, Revs are 6-9 against the Barnstormers this year, 2-3 here at home. Today, meeting number 16 out of 32. We have reached the midway point, or we will. Already, wow. Nicely a look back at second. And the 1-1, and a line drive to left. JC over, dives and can't get it, and it'll roll to the base of the wall. Mercedes around to score. Cordero up to third. Throw goes that direction, and Clark stands at second with an RBI double. Now this time JC went for it, diving to the backhand and just missed. RBI double, 1-0 Lancaster here in the first. And 3 hits for the Barnstormers here out of the gates. And here is Colton Shaver, the catcher. He's hitting .265, 10 home runs. He's hit .217 against York with one of his 10 long balls. Second and third, 2 outs, a run across. And the first pitch, fastball. There's a called strike, outer half. Shaver 2 for 10 with a double against Nicely this year. This team's very familiar. Again, it's Austin's 4th start against Lancaster. There's the 0-1, and it's just outside. He made a boatload of starts against them last year as well. And this year's first outing, he was charged with 9, but then strong effort. I should say it's his 5th start against them. Strong efforts the last 3. There's the 1-1, and it tails down and away. A changeup missing. He lost at home despite 7 innings of 3-run ball on May 18th. That was strong in a no decision going into the 8th on Memorial Day at their place. And then 2 starts ago, really good in the 6-1 win. He fires, swing and a miss, high fastball, and evens the count at 2-2. Well, he has had to throw 24 pitches and counting here in the first inning today. Stares in, Lenine going through the whole package of signs. And set. 2-2. Swing, and it's fouled off into the stands. First base side. Look out. I think everybody dodged that. Nicely on Wednesday night at Southern Maryland, no decision. 6 innings, 6 runs. He did strike out 7. Just a couple of 3-run outbursts, kind of an up and down night. Had some really good innings. Allowed a 3-run homer. He deals, and it's in the dirt, and it ricochets off Lenine's gear back to the backstop, and Cordero comes across to score. And a wild pitch makes it 2-0. Clark goes up to third base on it. And not the first inning that Nicely and the Revs were looking for today. That'll be a full count to Shaver. Set, and pitch number 27 on the way. And a swing and a foul back upstairs. Foul ball brought to you by Window World, but it sounded like that window stayed intact. Well, then they played the sound effect, and there's imaginary glass flying everywhere, so look out. I'll try it again. Another full count offering, and it misses high. Ball 4. Shaver is on the walk. And it'll be first and third for the 7th hitter of the inning, Trayvon Robinson, coming up. Robinson's played roughly a month. Lenine will head out and talk with Nicely here. Robinson, 27 games since coming back. He's hitting .283, and last 7 games he's hit up near .450, raising that average from the 210s up to the 280s. Revs spending their first mound visit, trying to limit the damage in a difficult first inning. Robinson has gone just 3 for 26 from this side of the plate. He's a switch hitter. Nicely the pitch to him, batting right-handed. He swings and misses. 0 for 3 off nicely a couple weeks back. The 30th pitch of the inning on 0-1. It is high. Revs are a game and a half in front of Lancaster for third in the first half standings, 29-34. Lancaster 28-36. Now set. 1-1. It is up and away. Change up. Today is game number 24 at home. Revs have played 40 on the road, and that's going to be even more lopsided. Got 3 games at home these next 2 days, and then away for another 8. Pitch, it's high and away. Lenine really has to reach for it. Now it's 3-1 on Robinson. A turbulent opening frame nicely goes to the rosin bag to his forearm. Trying to find his feel. Now set at the belt. Runner goes from first. 3-1 is flied to left center. Should be out of the inning. Lean back pedals from center. He's under it waiting. Makes the play. Barnstormers scored 2 in the first on 3 hits. They leave 2 in the inning. And at the end of a half here this afternoon, it's Lancaster 2, York coming up.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
April showers means May flowers. As spring blooms and lawns are growing, so are we at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Our team at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care is growing, and we're seeking qualified candidates to grow with us. Join our world-class team-based environment and get your foot on the lawn of a new career with the leading provider of lawn care, tree care, and landscaping services in York, Adams, and Cumberland counties. Be part of our team. Find out more at heritagelawnandlandscape.com.
Hey, Fred, did you see that Shipley Energy was hiring CDL drivers?
Really? My buddy works there. He's been driving for them for over 20 years. Must be a nice place to work.
Yeah, I saw online that they're hiring transport drivers and propane and heating oil delivery drivers.
Do you need to have a hazmat?
Nah, they'll help us get one. They also give 4 weeks vacation, benefits like healthcare, and we'll get to be home every night.
I'm going to check it out tonight.
Yeah, man. Go to shipleyenergy.com/drive and apply. It took me less than 5 minutes.
I'm pulling it up on my phone right now.
This is Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson. Catch York Revolution baseball right here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
A 2-0 lead for Lancaster as righty Brooks Hall gets set to go. 5th start is second against York, 0-1 with a .386 ERA. He's He's gone 18 2/3 innings, 18 hits and 8 runs, 18 Ks, just 5 walks. Opponents hitting 243. Off to a strong start. Returning to Lancaster. Last year was there for 1 outing, got signed by Milwaukee. Got hurt in their system, though. Here's Stokes to lead things off, takes a strike. Troy Stokes Jr. in there at 267, had a 4-hit game in the series at Long Island. 0-1, it is down and away. He's got 7 home runs, 3 of those against Lancaster. Hall, short step to the windup, fires, and Stokes swings. A swinging bunt up the line from third. Shaver picks up and fires to first in time. It went crawling up the third base line, right around the edge of the home plate dirt circle. Shaver got out, pounced on it, fired a strike to first, 1 away. Dugan gave him a good target inside the bag.
Shortstop, number 23, Elmer.
Hall on June 22nd faced nicely here. The Revs won 6-1. He only gave up 2 runs in 5 innings, struck out 6 as he fires in tight on Elmer Reyes. A lot of accusations being sent Elmer's way over the weekend. Here's the 1-0, and he swings and misses on a high one. What a bunch of crap.
And he'll tell you the same thing, that is not the way he plays the game. And you know, given his reputation, you have the right to believe him, because
grounds this one to third base, and it's juggled by Lair, picks up, throws, and recovers in time. Lair mishandled it initially, but got the grip cleanly on the second try, 2 away. I'm just so off-put by all of that. It's just handled horribly.
And I'm sure we'll never hear about it again. There's a strong possibility.
Here's JC as he swings and foul tips one into the mitt. Encarnacion hitting third today. He's batting .340. 6 home runs. Trying to get time called, and Hall bounces the pitch past the catcher. They did give JC time. Hall just didn't see that because his eyes were down at his feet on that first step in his windup. Now ready, here's the 0-1, and he goes up and in on JC. That's nice. All right.
This is York against Lancaster.
Yep. Now fires, and a slider starts in and stays in. Encarnacion's hit .357 against Lancaster with 8 extra base hits. The 2-1, and a slider inside again. 3-1. Now lifts and fires, and went away and missed. Up. Now JC's on a 2-out walk. Hall arguing with Buzz Albert.
It's usually what happens when you waste a pitch for revenge purposes.
That'll put a runner on for Nelly. Revs down 2-0 early. Nelly Rodriguez will dig in. Nelly hitting .246, hit his 10th home run Saturday night. He's batting .301 here at home. First pitch, a slider, it's a called strike. has hit safely in 6 straight. He gave the Revs a brief lead with an RBI single in the 5th last night. Although that was probably only because Elmer was at second base. He probably knew what was
funny
coming.
How that works out, huh?
Yeah. There's a slider that bends across for a strike, 0-2.
Now the Revs are the top offense in the Atlantic League because Elmer's at second base so much.
I guess.
He does have 20 doubles. He's there a lot, so it only adds up.
Yeah, and I'm sure he knows everybody's signs. Obviously. Here's a curveball swung on and missed. And Hall with a strikeout to end the inning. That was a good curve. A lot of sharp downward movement on it. No runs, no hits, and 1 runner left. And we'll head to the second here this afternoon. Lancaster up early, 2-0.
WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. We are here for professional athletes, athletes in training, and the weekend warrior. We're the official sports medicine provider for the York Revolution, the York Suburban Trojans, and your weekend tennis team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
What do you dream about when you think of warm weather, beach sand, and a ball? If you're thinking about soccer tournaments on the beach, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is there with you. And if the ball in your dream is a volleyball, Flying Feet has you covered as well.
Flying Feet.
Playing in the sand is great fun, but the sand can be hot and abrasive. Don't let it spoil your game. Stop by Flying Feet for a pair of sand socks. Sand socks are lightweight, breathable foot coverings. They keep the sand out and protect your feet from the heat and abrasion. Great for all beach activities, they are available in youth through adult sizes in an array of flashy colors. Before heading to the sandbox of your dreams, visit Flying Feet Sports Shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue and grab a pair of sand socks. We will keep you at the top of your game, no matter what your game.
With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement with Fast Signs. Stop in today or visit fastsigns.com.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Head to the second inning, 2-0 Lancaster here early. Anderson Feliz leads off. Pink bat today and nicely misses inside. Feliz is a switch hitter, but he's been batting exclusively from the left. The 1-0, and he swings and tips one foul behind the plate. And he started doing that when he came back from injury here a couple of weeks ago. I didn't know if it was because he had struggled from the right or if the oblique bothered him from the one side. Pitch here is beaten foul down by the Revs first base dugout, 1-2. And I still don't know. I forgot to ask, but
you would have a reason to believe the first because he has been out in the field playing shortstop.
Pitch to him. It's down and away. Slider.
I have to imagine doesn't bother him as much in that regard. So you'll see a lot of guys do that. Eventually decide to dedicate to one side.
Pitch here. Look out. Late swing, and he rockets one off the Lancaster dugout area, or the backstop just short of it by the bat board, I think. Dunston, who's in the hole, just retreated into their dugout. It's a little tardy on that one. Now asks for time and backs out. I'll wake everybody up over there. 2-2. And he swings and loops a foul. This one a little more gently and back toward the roof. It's hitting .268, 3 home runs. Nicely strides home. And a line drive hits softly into right. That's a base hit. Stokes over toward the line will corral it. And Feliz with a leadoff single. Lancaster with their 4th hit. here's another lefty, Trace Lair. Lair hitting .209, batting ninth. Pitch to him. He swings and grounds a base hit through the hole and into right. Feliz at second. He will turn, look back, and stop. And it's first and second with nobody out. Nelly holding Feliz, and he went to backhand it, but out of his reach and through the hole. So they are 5 for their first 8, and 5 of their first 9 have hit safely. 6 of the first 9 have reached. And the table is set for Dunston at the top. He grounded out to first base, his first at bat. Revs down 2-0 here in the second inning. Corners are in, and Dunston does show a bunt. Nicely breaks off a curveball for a strike. Dunston's dad, Shawan, was really good big league shortstop for the Cubs and Giants. Pitch. He swings and lines one softly to short. Reyes has it, goes to tag the lead runner who cut around him, but Reyes dumps it off to Perez, covering at second, and they do double off Feliz. A double play. It was served right to Elmer, who caught the soft liner, and then Feliz danced around him, avoiding the tag, but Reyes had time to shot put it over to Jeffrey, covering at the bag.
Yeah, it got really scary there for a second, but hopefully that allows nicely to bear down here and get out of this inning.
Now the runner from first goes. That's Lair. Called strike on the hitter Mercedes, and Lenine a strong throw to second, but Lair slides in. Steals his 5th. Jeffrey attempting a quick snap tag. Did have it squirt out of his glove, but I think Lair's feet were in ahead of it anyway. So after the double play, he took off first pitch. Lenine did get off a good release. Steal number 5 for Lair. 0-1 on Mercedes, who singled and scored in the first. Pitch from Nicely. He swings and he chips one softly on the ground to second, rolling to Jeffrey. Has to get rid of it in time, over at first. Inning is over. It began with 2 singles, and it looked like Lancaster was about to pick up where they left off. But Nicely in the Revs, a 180 on that double play. 2 hits, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second, still 2-0 Lancaster.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed index annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester Golf Links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at RoyalManchesterGolfLinks.com.
Hey man, I know how you feel. That guy down the street, the one with the fancy lawn, those weekend get-togethers, the big family barbecues, and the barefoot kids and wife outside working on her tan. Hey, it's no secret. It's greener on that side of the fence. It's Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Greener grass on your side of the fence is just a quick phone call away. For world-class care right in your backyard, call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, 717-292-9994.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
2-0 Lancaster. We head to the bottom of the second inning, and any time that this gentleman bats tonight, we could have history. Carlos Franco comes in on his 45-game on-base streak, which he extended on a first-inning grand slam last night, tying Nate Espy's franchise record from 07. He's the first to even get close to it. First pitch from Hall, it's in for a strike. A chance to break the record outright here at home tonight on the holiday. Bunch of other records yesterday on that slam. The pitch, fastball, it's a called strike, 92 on the outside corner. 23 homers tied him for the league lead, tied a half record. Pitch here, he swings, bounces it softly to second. Mercedes out into shallow right, gloves it to his left, and throws to first in time. Mercedes really backed up and played that one cautiously, but knew how much time he had. And the other thing, Franco, now he set the career grand slam record with his fourth. He set the half record for RBIs. But his next homer will tie the season record for a left-hand hitter in Revs history as Connor Lean takes a strike. Jason Espedo had 24, which at the time set the standard in 2008. The pitch, it is in tight on Lean, who's hitting .292 with 10 home runs himself. Hall with the pitch, and a swing and a jam shot. Looper lifted to short. Feliz hustles into the edge of the infield grass and makes the grab. And that's out number 2. Revs looking for their first hit. They've moved to the top of the league in batting and runs scored and on base percentage. Batting .273 as a team, 407 runs scored, 10 more than Southern Maryland entering play today. Here is Josue Herrera DHing, and he takes a slider a little low. Herrera, who last night tied the game against Webb in the 8th. RBI single, 8-game hitting streak. 1-0, and he swings and misses, a slider up. So we're going to be treated to some music during the at-bat here. 1-1, that misses inside, a fastball. Fires, and a swing and a foul back off the top of the net. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Herrera overall at .272 with 5 home runs. Against Lancaster, he's hit .378. Pitch to him, he swings and misses. Slider from Hall, who works a 1-2-3 inning and has his second strikeout. We'll go to the third. Here on the 4th of July, it's still Lancaster 2, York nothing.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Celebrating 60 years. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
Hey sports fans, Mike from Keystone Advanced Remodeling here. Let's hit it out of the park on your next home project. Locally owned since 2018, my team at Keystone Advanced Remodeling is tops in New York for roofing, siding, and seamless gutters. Don't just take it from me, check out our 5-star reviews on Google. We serve all of York County and the surrounding areas and have finance options for homeowners. Schedule your next project today. Give us a call 717-880-8008 or visit us online at KeystoneAdvancedRemodeling.com.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
At the third inning, it is still 2-0 Lancaster. Kelly Dugan will lead things off. Flied out to the wall in right center in the first inning. I honestly did not think that he hit it that deep off the bat. First pitch from Nicely is blasted to straightaway center. Lean is back, reaches up. Oh, what a grab! Connor Lean straight back in deep center. Over the shoulder grab. He got up midair on the middle of the warning track. Full extension and robs Dugan for out number one. That was so great and such a difficult play to make.
Yeah, and able to hold on to the ball, too, as he crashes into the batter's eye in center field. And we talk basically every game about the defensive value he brings. I don't know if there's a better example of it than right there.
Here is Andretti Cordero. What a big lift, and a changeup from Nicely tails away. That is huge. Dugan. Now that one I thought he hit better than the first one. And he's got nothing to show for it. 0 for 2. Pitch to Cordero, fastball missing away. Cordero singled and scored in the first. Marvelous grab in center. Here's the 2-0. That is down and in. And it's a called strike up in the zone. Maybe we should thank Derek Moshe for making sure that Lean was even better rested coming in tonight. Now time is called. Nicely was in the middle of his windup and he's perturbed.
Yeah, those extra 4 innings really saved the legs, I think.
3-1 and a changeup sinks low. A walk to Cordero. That's the second walk issued. 1 out base runner for Ladarius Clark. Clark, an RBI double in the first inning in front of a diving JC in left. Nicely the pitch. It is a fastball in for a strike, inside corner. And Clark's been a big thorn. Now 8 for 14 against Nicely this year. Lefty stretches, stares at first, lifts the leg, fires, and that just missed the corner away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cordero not really one of their running threats over at first. Although this would be a good count to go. Pitch to Clark. It's a delayed steal and a called strike. Throw down. Jeffrey the tag and got him! What a great throw from Lenine Rodriguez, and Jeffrey got there in time. Cordero arguing. Now where is he going? Did he drop something? Might have lost some paraphernalia on his way towards second that he scoops up. But Lenine was not caught napping. Neither was Jeffrey, who snuck in time and snapped on the tag. 2-4 in the caught stealing. Nicely back to the windup. 1-2. It is swung on and missed. High fastball got him. And the Revs defense coming up large in the third inning. The throw from Large right on the money. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the third, still 2-0 Lancaster.
People's Bank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at People's Bank Park with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner of the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What recreational sport is sweeping the country? It's pickleball, a blend of tennis, badminton, and ping pong. It's great fun for everyone, young and old. Where can you find the right footwear for pickleball?
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes, of course. Come try Acacia, the official footwear brand for USA Pickleball. The Dink Shot and the new Signature Pro models are both designed exclusively for pickleball. It's time for you to get onto the court, but stay out of the kitchen with Acacia Pickleball shoes. You'll find them now at Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Mount Rose Avenue in York.
Bark of the Town Pet Salon in Shrewsbury wishes everyone a happy 4th of July. They remind pet owners to keep your pets safe and secure indoors. Fireworks and loud noises frighten pets, even to death, so keep them inside and everyone will enjoy the festivities. This message is from Bark of the Town Pet Salon, located at 436 South Main Street in Shrewsbury, offering the finest grooming in town for small breeds, including walk-in toenail clippings. Call 717-235-2275. That's 717-235-2275 for Bark of the Town Pet Salon. Like and follow them on Facebook.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Well, we've got a special treat for you after our game tonight on WOYK, a special post-game airing of the Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, since we will be on throughout the normal 6 p.m. airtime. But as soon as we're done tonight, you'll hear from Dan coming up later on WOYK. 2-0 Lancaster as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Jeffrey Perez leads it off. Hall's first pitch is swung on and missed. Slider on Jeffrey, who bats from the left, switch hitter. He's got an 8-game hitting streak, 3 hits last night, batting .264. Pitch to him, he swings and misses. The gate in center is ajar, which has me a little stressed out. The wind from Hall, the pitch, look out, fastball in off the plate, missed. The wind, fires, and a swing and a tapper hit softly foul toward Rivera, who's coaching at first. Should I be stressed about that?
I mean, I don't know.
Oh, thanks, Jake.
I would say yes.
Good talk.
Although it's a nice little slot to get some free bases.
Oh, ball in the dirt. Shaver missed it, and it clobbered Buzz Albert in the chest protector. 2-2. You know who doesn't run to first base on a ball in the dirt? Most people.
Yeah, I'd say the majority of the league outside of maybe 2 or 3 guys.
On the 2-2, swinging a foul tip. It is held on to. A slider from Hall gets Jeffrey swinging. It's the 3rd strikeout. Revs still looking for their first hit, trailing 2-0. Did you notice I had to switch pens on the road trip too?
Oh, I did not notice that.
I made off with this one from the Southern Maryland press box.
Ooh. Nice.
Other one died a rather uneventful death. Here's Lenine, who swings and misses. Lenine hitting .239. He's been swinging a hot bat. Here's the 0-1, and he swings, grounds one the other way. At first, it's picked by Dugan, reaching toward the line. Takes it to the bag for out number 2. Fourth ground out for Hall the first time through the order.
Well, at least you can say the pen didn't die in vain. I mean, you did have an eventful weekend. It was very busy against Staten Island, so.
Long Island.
I was talking about last weekend.
Oh, yeah. Yep, you're right, I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down. A case of the runs last weekend. Here's Troy Stokes Jr. First pitch curve is across for a strike. Stokes, who grounded to the catcher his first time, hit a little swinging bunt. Hall fires, breaking ball. It's a called strike on the inner part of the zone. The 2 curves from Hall, who's now showing that this second time through the order. Here's the wind, the pitch, and a swing and a foul tip held on to. High fastball for strike 3. Fourth strikeout, and Hall has retired 7 straight and 9 of his first 10. We'll go to the 4th. Jake with the play-by-play. Rebs trailing the Barnstormers 2-0.
Named one of the best advisors in the state and the country, Kevin Smith and the team of Smith Wealth Advisory Group can help you develop a customized retirement income plan. As specialists in retirement planning, they will guide you on Social Security, pension choices, 401k and retirement plan rollovers, required minimum distributions, taxation, and optimal distribution strategies. For all your retirement planning needs, contact one of the nation's best, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, located right here in York. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Why do we love baseball? For 150 years, it's our uniquely American symbol of summer. It's hot dogs with mustard, caps and gloves, the green of the grass, the crack of the bat, the freedom of youth, and best of all, the taste of the beer. The York Revolution proudly presents Brews and Bats, Saturday, July 9th, bringing beer lovers and baseball lovers together. $25 admission gets you 8 4-ounce samples of the finest craft beer creations their very own local breweries have ever made. Dozens to choose from, right on the concourse, where you can sip, savor, and feel the joy that only a ballpark can bring. Plus, the chance of a lifetime to take real live batting practice at home plate, hit the target beyond the outfield wall, and you didn't just go yard, you just won $10,000. Activities for the whole family, food everywhere, and live music from Honey Pump. So bring everyone you can bring to Brews and Bats. Saturday, July 9th, noon to 4 at People's Bank Park, York. Tickets at yorkrevolution.com/brews. Sponsored by the York Revolution.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Austin nicely back after the top of the 4th at 55 pitches. It's 2-0 Lancaster. Here on this 4th of July afternoon, first of 5 between these teams this week. They'll face Colton Shaver to start it off. Into the wine and delivers, and misses up and away to the Lancaster catcher. Shaver, Robinson, and Feliz. Nice leaves 1-0. Is swung on and missed, and the bat goes flying out of Shaver's hands to the backstop. Luckily did not hit anybody that time. So he will get some pine tar off of Feliz's bat. Or sorry, Robinson's bat. And get back into the box, now 1-1. He walked his first time up. Nicely kicks and deals this time, and it's on the ground, third base side, and foul. 1-2. Last inning for Nicely, the long fly out, then a walk, caught stealing, and then his first strikeout of the afternoon, getting Ladarius Clark to end the inning. He's ahead 1-2 here, and the pitch is up high. Good crowd here today. Here's Nicely's 2-2, and it's inside, down and in. Shaver backs out. And now set for the payoff pitch. Pitch number 61 from Nicely to Shaver. And it's hit high in the air to center. Lean in the gap, has a read on it, is under it, and will put it away for out number 1. Lancaster so far, 2 runs on 5 hits. York, no runs, still looking for their first hit. Trayvon Robinson was the last out of that long first inning, a fly out to center field. First one here, swinging, missing over top of a changeup from Nicely. He's ready, kicks and delivers 0-1, and it's fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes. Nicely is ready as Robinson digs back into the box. Into his wind, 0-2. It's on the ground, third base side. Franco Field shuffles, fires, and it's in time. Brought Nelly up to his feet just a bit, but he's back on the bag in time. 5-3 on the putout and 2 away in the 4th. To 2 quick outs here in inning number 4. Here's Anderson Feliz. He singled and then was retired on that double play. Delivers here and swings at the first pitch, gives it a nice ride out to center, but Lean has a read and he will make the catch in the left center field gap. 2 flyouts and a ground out. It's a 1-2-3 4th inning for Austin Nicely. York comes to bat in the bottom of the 4th, still looking for their first hit. It's 2-0 Lancaster.
This is Revolution Manager Mark Mason. I love a great local neighborhood bar, and no matter what night of the week, Racehorse Tavern in Thomasville has something for you. Open 7 days a week, 3 till midnight, Monday through Wednesday, noon until 2 a.m. Thursday through Saturday, and Sundays noon to midnight. Live music every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, karaoke every Thursday, and bike nights Thursdays throughout the summer. Plus pool league Sunday through Thursday, and a 4-season patio with full bar and food service. Stop in to visit my pal Jim DeLisio at the Racehorse Tavern, 738 North Beesicker Road in Thomasville. For more info, visit their website at racehorsetavern.com.
You walk into the new Capital Blue Cross Connect Health and Wellness Center in York, you walk toward wellness. The center, now open at the Apple Hill Medical Center, connects you to savings on healthcare services and prescriptions. It connects you to fitness classes, wellness events, biometric screenings, and more. And it connects you to people who can answer your questions about health insurance. So come find the new Capital Blue Cross Connect Center in York and come find your healthy place. Capital Blue Cross is an independent licensee of Blue Cross Blue Shield Association and a proud sponsor of York Revolution Baseball.
Drunk driving prevention is a priority at Anheuser-Busch. You can't drive drunk if you don't drive there. Encourage friends to sign the Decide to Ride petition on DecideToRide.com. Brought to you by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, Uber, Brewery Products, and WOYK. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Revs still without a hit. Brooks Hall ready for the bottom of the 4th inning. He's retired the last 7 he's faced. And he will face Elmer Reyes, JC Encarnacion, and Nelly Rodriguez in the bottom of the 4th. First one to Reyes, who takes a strike. 36 pitches, 4 Ks, 1 walk for Hall. The lone base runner is JC Encarnacion on that walk and gets Elmer out in front on a breaking ball that time and quickly ahead 0-2. Elmer currently rocking a 5-game hit streak in which he's been exactly 2 for 5 in all 5 of those games. And now steps out of the box before Hall can get started on his windup. Hall's been very efficient through 3 innings. 0-2 here, and Reyes will put it high in the air, shallow right, out is Mercedes, in is the right fielder Clark, and it's Clark making the call, and catch, 1 away. That'll bring up J.C. Encarnacion, again the lone base runner for York so far. 2-0 Lancaster, bottom of the 4th inning. York hitless thus far against Brooks Hall. J.C. high hands, first pitch, and he swings and misses through a good fastball. Outer third that time from Hall. Into the wind, and this time it's on the ground to short. Feliz will field, fire across, in time to get the hustling Encarnacion. And quickly 2 away in the 4th. Hall continues to be very efficient through this York order. That'll bring up Nelly Rodriguez, who was the first of his 4 strikeout victims.
First baseman, number 12, Nelly Rodriguez.
Nelly 245 on the year. First one from Hall, he watches it up. Comes into the day 4th and on base at a 431 clip, and swings and misses off speed that time from Hall. 1-1. Kicks and delivers, and this one's lined to short, and making the basket catch is Feliz. And another 1-2-3 inning for Brooks Hall. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Lancaster still leads it 2-0.
Are you ready for some live music? Get your tickets now for White Rose Music Fest, presented by York College, October 7th and 8th at People's Bank Park in downtown York, home of the York Revolution, featuring headliners Jamie Johnson and Grace Potter. Special guests Margot Price, Lucero, Drew Holcomb and the Neighbors, the Wood Brothers, and Langhorne Slim, Brittany Spencer, and Madeline Edwards. Check out whiterosemusicfest.com for more and for tickets. White Rose Music Fest, presented by York College. Get your tickets now.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day. On your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
Can't get enough of the birds? Sports Radio 98.9 and 1350 WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from The Athletic Baltimore. Exclusive in-depth interviews, plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball and the birds every Monday at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 98.9WOYK.com.
This is Enoel Polanco. You're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the Red, Sport Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sport.
Austin Nicely ready to get the top of the 5th underway, and he drops in a breaking ball for a called strike to the 9-hole hitter Trace Lair. Lair and then the top of the order with Dunston and Mercedes this inning. And this one's lined into the right center field gap over his lean, and he will make the catch over his shoulder in right center field. Continuing to show off that range today, and 1 away in the 5th. Man, maybe those extra 4 innings were really restful to Connor Lean's legs, as Austin Nicely, who last inning tossed his first 1-2-3 inning of the afternoon, has set down the first man here in the 5th. Now back to the top of the order, and Dunston tries to drop in a first pitch breaking ball, but misses in. Dunston a ground out and then lined into the 6-4 double play, and watches a fastball across for a strike here, 1-1. So pitch number 70 upcoming from Austin Nicely. Left on left, and breaking ball misses high, 2-1. Defense straight away against the left-handed Dunston, who taps one off his foot. He'll walk it off and now go to a crouch. It sounded like that one may have hurt him a little bit more than at first thought. It'll be a 2-2 count. He's down trying to get some mobility on it as before the trainer can make their way out. He's back ready to head back to the box. It'll be 2-2. It's 2-0 Lancaster, top of the 5th inning. Ready for the 2-2, and he misses down. Full count to Dunston, who, if he gets on, is a threat to run. 13 of 15 in his short stint in Lancaster. The payoff pitch, swung on and missed. Attacked him with a high fastball, and he swings through it. Nicely, second strikeout of the day, 2 away in the 5th. That'll bring up the switch hitting second baseman Melvin Mercedes, who's 1 for 2, a single, scored a run, and then grounded out to second. First pitch from Nicely, and he takes down 1-0. Kicks and delivers, and that one is just off the outside corner, 2-0. Mercedes, 3rd in the league in walks behind Nelly and Carlos Franco. 2-0 here, and he watches up and away. So 3-0. Nicely has retired the last 6. But falls behind 3-0 to Mercedes, and fires one this time across the outside corner for a called strike. Mercedes taking all the way. 3-1, and Nicely ready to go again. The pitch is on the corner again, called strike 2. Back-to-back paints of the outside corner from Nicely, and now the payoff pitch on its way. And it's chopped up the middle. Jeffrey can't get it on the backhand. It's into center field for a base hit. So that'll end the 6th straight retired. A 2-out base runner, Mercedes' second hit of the game, and it'll bring up Kelly Dugan. He's had 2 loud outs already today. Lancaster's 6th hit as a team. Nicely a look over now to the plate, and Dugan will take down. 2 flyouts, Andretti Cordero on deck. If this inning can continue, he's reached twice. Nelly holding on Mercedes. Nicely to the plate, and Dugan takes down. The ball almost skipped away from Lenine. He pounces on it. Mercedes got a little eager there, but hustles back to first. Two balls and no strikes. wide open stance from Dugan. 2-0 this time is across for a strike. At the knees that time. Left on left. Nicely's 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Tied him up inside. Evens the count at 2. Fastball at 91 that time from Nicely, right under the hands. Evens the count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 5th. He's set. Now the 2-2. Chop to first. Nelly will field the high hop and take it to the bag himself. Dugan is retired. No runs and a 2-out single is left stranded. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. York still looking for their first hit, trailing 2-0.
Planting a tree, putting in a fence, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
With its selection of delicious wings, cheesesteaks, and seasonal specials, Granfalloon's Tavern is the place to be all summer long. Located in downtown York, Granfalloon's even features live outdoor music every Saturday night. Open daily at 4 p.m. and noon on Fridays and Saturdays. You can even park in the City Hall parking lot after 5 p.m. Granfalloon's Tavern is a great place for all ages 21 and up. For more information, visit falloons.com and come out to enjoy.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
2-0 Lancaster, bottom of the 5th inning. 5, 6, and 7 for York against Brooks Hall, who has continued to be efficient through his first 4. No hits, just 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and 44 pitches for 32 strikes. Here's a man looking to etch his name into a lot of Revs records. Here today, Carlos Franco. And he takes a breaking ball up for ball 1. He grounded out to second base his first time up. I was back in the 2nd inning. And he takes down and in here, 2-0. So good hitters count for Franco, whose 72 RBIs lead the Atlantic League, and he hits one high in the air. Foul ground, Dugan over, has a play on it, and he will make the catch in foul ground on the warning track in front of the Revs dugout. Franco retired, 1 away in the 5th. Brings up Connor Lean, who's flashed the leather a couple of times today. He'll have to flash a little with the bat as well. He popped out to short his first time up. And the first one here is up and in, off the glove of Shaver to the backstop. (1-0). Lane sets and takes on the outside corner, called strike, 1-1. All working quick. Here's his 1-1. And Lean will swing and hit it in the air. Shallow left. Left fielder coming in, and it's Robinson calling in front of his shortstop. About midway into left field for the second out. And York, the longest no-hit bid against them so far this year, 6 innings. They're through 4 2/3 without a hit here today. Josue Herrera, strikeout victim his first time up. He will foul this one to the backstop, 0-1. His game-tying RBI last night, his 31st of the year. 270 hitter, waits and takes down and in, 1-1. A little bit of a left-handed shift against Herrera, and now Hall will step off. They'll redo the signs. Jeffrey Perez on deck if this inning can continue. 1-1 from Hall, and gets Herrera to chase up. 1-2. Hall's made quick work of the Revs so far today. He's ahead 1-2 and tries to bend a breaking ball, misses well outside. Evens the count at 2 to Herrera. And the Revs only trail it 2-0. Would love to get into the hit column first. Here's the pitch. And he watches a called strike 3, outside corner. His 5th strikeout of the day. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Brooks Hall. We'll go to the top of the 6th. It's still 2-0 Lancaster.
Hey, Fred, did you see that Shipley Energy was hiring CDL drivers?
Really? My buddy works there. He's been driving for them for over 20 years. Must be a nice place to work.
Yeah, I saw online that they're hiring transport drivers and propane and heating oil delivery drivers.
Do you need to have a hazmat?
Nah, they'll help us get one. They also give 4 weeks vacation, benefits like healthcare, and we'll get to be home every night.
I'm going to check it out tonight.
Yeah, man. Go to shipleyenergy.com/drive and apply. It took me less than 5 minutes.
I'm pulling it up on my phone right now.
Penny Pretzel here from the York Philly Pretzel Factory. I am live at the Revolution game, and the batter got a hit. He just ran past the bases and into the stands, and I can't believe my eyes. He's making a line drive right to the York Philly Pretzel Factory concession stand. Looks like he's ordering a pretzel with cheese dip. Now where's he off to? He's headed straight to our store at 2058 South Queen Street, York. The umpire is now shouting, "It's good, it's great, it's the best pretzel ever!" Looks like another home run.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Andretti Cordero digs in and chops the first pitch up the middle. Jeffrey Perez on the backhand long throw is going to be off the mark. There'll be an infield single for Cordero to lead off the 6th inning. So his 2nd hit of the day, on for the 3rd time in 3 plate appearances. Austin nicely, 85 pitches, 52 strikes coming into the inning. Now 5 and 6 to follow Cordero. Here is Ladarius Clark, RBI double and a strikeout so far. Lancaster leads it 2-0. Nicely sets and delivers to Clark and misses down and in. 2 runs on 7 hits for the Barnstormers. Cordero, who started the inning with a single, has 2 of those hits. A set at the belt, now the 1-0, and this one's down and out. 2-0. No action quite yet in the bullpen with Nicely at 87 pitches, and has pitched well enough to keep York in this game so far. Just the 2 runs in the first inning. The offense has been held in check so far by Brooks Hall. It's 2-0 to Clark, is inside 3-0. Shaver on deck, and then Trayvon Robinson. The 3-0 is up high, ball 4. The third walk surrendered by Nicely today, and that puts first and second with nobody out in the 6th. Colton Shaver will be the batter. A walk and a fly out for him so far. Infield will play double play depth against him. So single and a walk. That'll put us to where we are here. First and second, nobody out. Top of the 6th inning. A look back at second, now to the plate. And this one gets the outside corner for a called strike. Shaver likely taking all the way there after the 4-pitch walk. Goes pitch number 90 from Nicely. So that's at the belt. And this one misses down, 1-1. Now there is some action as Josh Martin begins to toss in the Revs pen. Long look in from Nicely, shakes once, now steps off, and they'll redo the signs. Cordero on second, Clark on first, Shaver the batter. And Nicely's 1-1 is down, blocked by Lenine in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike to the Lancaster catcher. Nice one. Now go to the spike cleaner behind the mound. He tries to maneuver through this 6th inning. A look back at second. Now to the plate with the 2-1, and it's lined into center field and for a base hit. Runner is being sent to the plate. The throw is cut off, and Cordero slides in safely without a throw. An RBI single for Colton Shaver, and it's 3-0 Lancaster. Now at 93 pitches, Nicely will face Trayvon Robinson, who's 0 for 2. Now he plays behind Shaver at first. Middle infield still playing double play depth. A look back, now to the plate, and Robinson takes off the plate away, 1-0. Sets and delivers and gets Robinson out in front on a changeup. Swings over top of it, 1-1. Takes his follow through into the left-handed batter's box. So 1 run's crossed here in the 6th. Now it's 3-0 Lancaster, and still nobody out. 1-1 to Trayvon Robinson. And he will take at the knees for a called strike. Not happy about it. Thought about starting a swing. It was a called strike anyway. And nicely ahead, 1-2. And now before the pitch, Robinson will call time as Jeffrey was trying to sneak in behind Clark there. Reds don't really go to that inside move all too often. But Clark has shown a tendency to get antsy on the bases. As his lead off of second here, nicely staring him down. And now goes to the plate, and the runners go. Now an inside move. They have him in a rundown. Clark is back. Shaver will make the dive back as Franco looked Clark all the way back to second and then tried to fire across to get Shaver, who was about halfway, and they end up getting nobody. So right on cue, they went to the inside move and almost had the Barnstormers caught up. At the plate, it's still 1-2 to Robinson. Another look back at second. Clark has a shorter lead now to the plate and misses down. Change up that time. And it evens the count at 2. So we pitch number 98 upcoming from Nicely. Back at second, 2-2, and misses down and away. Change up again. Still nobody out. This will be a 3-2 pitch to Robinson. And Martin looks ready in the pen. Beforehand, Robinson will step out and reassess before the payoff pitch. Now to the plate and had him tied up. They appealed down. Yes, he did. Says first place umpire Ian Pittenger. A strikeout for Nicely. It's third, and there's one away. Went up and in and tied up Robinson, who contorted his body enough to get the swing call. So he's down on strikes, and this will bring up Anderson Feliz. Left on left. Feliz is 1 for 2, single and a fly out. Looks back at second, now to the plate. This one's on the ground at first. Nelly Field will go to second for 1. Elmer's return throw is not in time. Nelly stands with his hands on his hips. They thought they had that one. He's turning around and talking to Pittenger. It'll be 3-6 on the fielder's choice. Shaver is set down and Clark moves up to third. And now the 9-hole batter, Trace Lair, with Nicely at 100 pitches. Lair, a single, stolen base, and a flyout. First one from Nicely. He hits it in the air, left field. JC is right there, and he will put it away for the third out. but Lancaster plates one more on 2 hits, and they strand runners on the corners. York will come to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. They trail it 3-0.
Beer enthusiasts, rejoice! A brewfest that marries your love of craft beers and America's favorite pastime, baseball, all in one spot. It's Brews and Bats at People's Bank Park and the home of the York Revolution on Saturday, July 9th from noon to 4. Your $25 ticket gets you 8 4-ounce samples from your choice of dozens of craft beers from local breweries. You can also step up to the plate with free batting practice on the diamond. Local band favorite Honey Pump will provide the live music, and there will be plenty of food, alcohol, and beverages to make it a great Saturday. Come early to take swings from live pitches, and if you hit a home run out of the park and hit a target, you will win $10,000. There will be activities for the entire family, so bring your team of family and friends to the ballpark for Brews and Bats. Saturday, July 9th from noon to 4. Tickets are limited. Get yours now at YorkRevolution.com/brews. That's YorkRevolution.com/brews. Sponsored by the York Revolution.
April showers means Mayflowers. As spring blooms and lawns are growing, so are we at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Our team at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care is growing, and we're seeking qualified candidates to grow with us. Join our world-class team-based environment and get your foot on the lawn of a new career with the leading provider of lawn care, tree care, and landscaping services in York, Adams, and Cumberland counties. Be part of our team. Find out more at heritagelawnandlandscape.com.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Well, York's offense has been held in check by Brooks Hall through 5. It's 3-0 Lancaster. Hall through 5 innings, no hits, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. Just faced 1 more than the minimum. That was a first inning walk to J.C. Encarnacion. First one to Jeffrey Perez is down and in. York, the longest no-hit bid against them this year, 6 innings. All can tie that mark with the 1-2-3. Jeffrey will square to bunt, and he did go around. Bunting to break up a no-hitter is something that not a lot of people take too kindly to, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. If people are going to run on balls to the backstop, all things are lost, and now he's tied up. Pitch in on the hands is behind 1-2. I'd say at this rate, anything's fair game. 1-2, and he takes high on a fastball, evens the count.
I bet I could name somebody that would run to first base on a ball to the backstop to break up a no-hitter. I bet I could.
Does he have turbo speed? 2-2. And this one's on the ground, third base side. Laird charges, running throw in time to get the hustling Perez. And 1 away here in the 6th.
He thinks he does.
Man, can you imagine what a different league we would see this year if people actually took advantage of that rule more often than they do? I don't even think we could call it baseball at that point, really.
There's like 3 guys that have done it.
Here's Lenin Rodriguez, and he will take a breaking ball across for a strike. 5 1/3 hitless for Brooks Hall. A lot of room in left center for Lenin. The pitch here, he takes high. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Hall's only at 62 pitches. You have to figure it'll be Josh Martin, who's still throwing to start the 7th. And now Lenin will take a fastball off the plate away. He's ahead 2-1. Troy Stokes Jr. on deck. Pitch to Lenin. He's out in front on an off-speed pitch that time. 2-2. Hall working quick, and Lenine will call time. Count even. Here's Hall's delivery, and Rodriguez will stay alive, poking it foul to the first base side, out of play. Three to nothing Lancaster. They plated one in the top half on a Colton Shavers single. 2-2 to Lenine. Swung on and missed. Went up with the fastball that time. Strikeout number 6 for Hall. And 2 away in the 6th. Turns the lineup over back to the top, and Troy Stokes Jr. thrown out on a swinging bunt and then struck out so far today. Still a very close game at just 3-0. First pitch to Stokes. He swings and fouls it back. Into the windup, 0-1, and this time Stokes will take high. Evens the count at 1. Hall delivers and has Stokes out in front on a slider that time at 82. It's 1-2. 1 strike away from 6 no-hit innings. One, 2, and Stokes will take high. Count even. And the 2-2. And Stokes will stay alive, fouling it back. Breaking ball that time from Hall, and Troy's able to stay alive. .71 pitches for Hall. Another 2-2, and takes just off the plate away. Hall in disbelief goes into the full crouch. And Stokes able to draw the count full. Hall's payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Shaver dropped it initially. He'll tag Stokes. 7 strikeouts for Hall. And with a walk being the only blemish so far, he has no-hit York through 6 innings. We'll go to the top of the 7th inning. It's 3-0 Lancaster.
People's Bank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at People's Bank Park, with Rebs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner of the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Can't get enough of the Birds? Sports Radio 98.9 and 1350 WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from The Athletic Baltimore. Exclusive in-depth interviews, plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball and the Birds every Monday at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Start of the 7th inning, and Austin Nicely will give way. Josh Martin comes in. Pitching change, Revs trailing 3-0, and without a hit through 6 innings for the second time against Lancaster this season, Jake.
Yeah, it was Brent Teller back on May 27th, and that was started right before he got picked up by Arizona. One day long enough, as Brooks Hall has been working through this lineup quickly as they're down to their last 9 outs. Now it's up to the bullpen to try to keep it close. Nicely did everything he could working through that tough first inning.
He did. Allowed very little in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Good defense behind him as well. A couple seeing eye hits in the 6th, and not an error, but the Revs did give the Barnstormers an extra out in that inning. Here's Dunston at the top, leading off. Martin's first pitch is down low. And Dunston 0 for 3. Top of the order for Lancaster here in the 7th inning. Martin from the stretch fires, and a swing and a miss. Keeping it down. Nicely went 6, giving up 8 hits, 3 runs, walked 3, struck out 3. 101 pitches, 59 strikes. 1-1, and a fastball missed inside. He had the 30-plus pitch first inning. By inning today, 33, 12, 10, 10, and then 19 and 17 the last 2. Keeps the Revs in it after a tough first inning. Pitch is grounded, foul over by the first base York dugout. And not only has Hall not allowed a hit through 6, he's only allowed 1 base runner. Encarnacion's first inning walk. He's now retired 16 in a row, 18 of 19 total. On the 2-2 from Martin, breaking ball stays high. Martin, game number 25 this year, 1-1 with a 5.34 ERA. Sets and the payoff. Swing a ground ball foul over by the Revs dugout again. Got some expectant dads on this team, including Martin. Martins will be welcoming their second after the season, the due date this fall. Another payoff and a swing and a foul tip back behind home. Dunston able to reach and cover. Little Jonathan, a fixture at the ballpark right now. I believe he's about a year and a half. I don't think he's not quite 2 yet. But loving the baseball life. Another payoff. And a swing and a miss. Slider gets Dunston, who put up a battle. Martin eventually went to something else and gets him swinging. 1 away. Dunston 0 for 4 on the day. Here is Melvin Mercedes, who's 2 for 3 with a run scored. Jake, have you ever heard of the show Mr. Mercedes?
Mr. Mercedes? I can't say I have.
Okay. It's very good.
All right.
It's on Peacock.
All right.
First pitch is a fastball away. It's one of those Stephen King stories that they turned into a series.
Ooh, they went with a whole series this time, not just a movie.
Yes, sir. I saw the first season. Need to get back to it. The 1-0 fastball. It's down low.
There are a lot of popular shows that I have not seen. I always get flack for Stranger Things. Haven't seen that.
Yeah, I haven't had time to dive into that either. It's literally every other conversation I'm near these days involves that. Now the 2-0. Fastball over for a strike.
So you haven't seen it at all, or just this most recent season?
Not at all.
Okay, yeah. Same here.
And now, now it seems overwhelming. Like you can't dive into season 4. You have to start. And there's a lot to catch up on. It's another thing on my to-do list. The stress is overwhelming. Here's a fastball low. 3 balls and a strike.
All this baseball impeding your your Netflix time. Well, you get some theatrics every night if last night was an indication.
Yeah.
So you get enough fix of action.
Who needs Netflix? There's the 3-1. Swinging a foul tip back behind the plate. Mercedes 2 for 3 today with a run. Who needs Netflix and chill? It's Atlantic League and chill.
Well, earlier this season, there were some people behind the clubhouse that took that to a new level. I just bring back some repressed memories there.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Here's the payoff. Fastball, it misses down low, and Mercedes is on.
Except they skipped the Atlantic League part. They just went straight to the chilling.
Yeah. Oh, I thought I forgot about that.
I thought I did too until I think just a light bulb went off. A very unfortunate light bulb.
That's one you'd rather not replace. Just let it burn out. 1 on, 1 out. Here is Kelly Dugan, who's 0 for 3. Revs are down 3-0 in the 7th. Martin the pitch, a swing and a line drive to right center, and it's hooking, and that'll prevent Lean from getting to it. He plays it on a hop up in the alley, fires it in towards second. Mercedes goes first to third on it. And Dugan with a single. Lean was in pursuit, but it just kept hooking to right center. First and third with 1 out. Here comes Andretti Cordero, who's reached base all 3 times today. Cordero, 2 singles and a walk and 2 runs scored. Has added to his league-leading hit total, now up to 83. Overall, a 303 hitter coming in, 330 with runners in scoring position. It's first and third with 1 out. Martin with the pitch. It is swung on line to left. JC lines it up, coming in, gets behind it, makes the catch. He'll fire it in. They hold Mercedes, and Lenine blocks it off the chest protector along the third base line. Great throw on that line drive to left. He did everything right, getting behind it and getting going toward the plate, and they cannot try it on JC's arm. 2 away.
Yeah, left field is tough to run on in the first place, more or less, when you have a guy with a cannon like JC, especially when he's able to get behind that one and able to hold Dugan at first as well.
So now Martin will go up against Ladarius Clark, trying to put up a scoreless inning. Mercedes dancing in from third, trying to distract. First pitch is swung on and missed. Clark 1 for 2, RBI double in the first. Also has struck out and walked. Here's the stretch from Martin. And he fires, and a swing and a foul against the netting. 2 strikes to Clark. Went slider and then fastball. Gets ahead of him. I understand that Martin had some stranger things in front of him on his to-do list. He's ready. He fires. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Slider up in the zone. He gets Clark to whiff right through it. Scoreless 7th inning. No runs, 1 hit. He strands him at the corners. And it is stretch time here this afternoon at the bank. Revs still looking for their first hit, trailing 3-0.
kids today. With Facebook, texting, TV, and video games, seems like fresh air and sunshine are things of the past. Remember playing catch, climbing trees, wholesome backyard fun? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care remembers. Give them lush grass, healthy trees, the good old outdoors. American is baseball and apple pie. Kids have every reason to stay inside. Don't let your lawn be one of them. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. World-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
Just like to say that y'all rock, man.
Let's bring in Randy Johnson. Randy, what do you remember about that home run swing?
From what I recall, it was a majestic home run. I mean, McGuire-like. So I got one of them in the book, and that was enough. So just wanted to kind of know what it felt like and what I was giving up all those years. And so, yeah, pretty cool thing.
Dan Patrick.
Mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Celebrating 60 years. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
New FM signal, new website. Visit us online at 989WOYK.com and take us on the go. Download the new WOYK app today.
Head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Revs still trailing 3-0, still looking for their first hit. And Elmer Reyes, who's trying to become the league's second to 80 hits, will lead things off. Brooks Hall will face the heart of the order for the third time. Perhaps this time can be the charm. First pitch to Reyes is down and away. The band is still playing on top of the Revs dugout. It's the 1-0 and a swing and a foul the other way toward the Bud Light bullpen balcony in right. Reyes a ground out to third, a fly out to right. Hall no hits, 1 walk. He has struck out 7. Sounds of milkshakes serenading as Reyes swings and yanks one in the air, foul right off the roof of Breaker's Brew House just above the sign, and it bounds down onto the field in shallow left. As long as no drinks were harmed. 1-2 now. The wind, the pitch, and a rip the other way, base hit inside the first base bag, down the line to the corner. Reyes on his way to second, and in ahead of the throw. It's a stand-up double. 6-game hitting streak. He is the league's second to 80 hits. Depending on what's going on in other games, he might have just tied the league lead in doubles again with his 21st. And the no-hitter is broken up to lead off the bottom of the 7th.
And now tied with Joseph Rosa at 21. They are just underway actually in Gastonia. But now that you get that first hit, you turn your attention to the fact it's only a 3-run ball game. And we know that this offense can put up runs in bunches, and now they have the heart of their order to try to do so.
Here's JC, who's walked and grounded out. First pitch, he swings and fouls it back. Well, along with the game that Teller started in late May, the 6 no-hit innings ties the 4th longest against the Revs to begin a game in team history. The longest they went without one was 7 2/3 against Mickey Janis in Long Island in 2015. Here's a ground ball to second base. It's snaking to Mercedes. He stays with it, throws to first. Reyes moves to third with 1 away. The Revs will at least try to get 1 run home here in the 7th inning. And here comes Nelly Rodriguez with Elmer at third and 1 out. Hall hasn't even hit the 80 pitch mark yet. The next one will put him there. Nelly's struck out and lined out today. A little chip off the bat on the line out, broke his bat. He's got a 6-game hitting streak coming in. First offering is a slider for a called strike. Franco on deck. Here's the 0-1, and it is just outside. That would be huge for Nelly, even just to work one of his walks here so that you can't pitch around Franco so much. Here's the 1-1, and it misses high. Fastball at 90. Revs have Tucker loosening in their bullpen. No activity for Lancaster. Pitch, swing, and he pops a foul back. Cutter in off the bat handle of Nelly. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, Lancaster pitching this year has been much improved. It would have been hard to be worse. They had a brutal year last year on the mound. 2-2, and a slider called third strike. Nelly punched out. No argument from him. It's strikeout number 8 for Hall here tonight. 2 away. Now here comes Franco, who's yet to extend the streak. 45 games in a row on base. Has tied the record. Today, a ground out to second, and he had a 2-0 count in the 5th and popped a foul out to first. Revs down 3-0 here in the 7th. If they don't get something going, it could be his last chance at it. First pitch, breaking ball, stays outside. Outfield plays him deep, a little bit to pull. There's the 1-0, and a swing and a miss. He went after a high cutter. Hall has had swing and miss stuff today. Coming off a start in which he gave up 6 runs. Allowed a big lead to get away. 1-1, it's high and outside. That was in Lexington. Last year made 1 start, would have started the home opener, but the Brewers bought his contract. Got hurt a couple of starts later, but now back here, he deals, and it's high. 3-1. And if he misses once more, that would get the job done as far as the streak goes. In most of these games, Franco has reached base several times, leaving no doubt about it. Here's the 3-1, and he swings and yanks a ground foul down at the end of the first base dugout. It shoots right back toward the mound. That would have been a strike. He went after it. 3-2 now. Also trying to break up this shutout with 2 outs in the 7th. Reyes at third. Here's the stretch from Hall. 3-2 is down and in, and the streak continues. A new Revs record, 46 consecutive games on base. A walk to Franco with 2 outs here in the 7th. And he has set the Revs franchise record, one that since 2007 had not even been close to getting approached. You had to wonder if it was one of those that would ever be broken. As he waves his helmet to the crowd, 46 consecutive games, a new Revs on-base streak record set here today.
Yeah, it was historic. We had basically said that even when you reached about the 30-game mark, it was historic in its own right, more or less breaking a record that's stayed since the inaugural season. But if you want to bring it to the present, Connor Lean is in the box as the tying run.
They got the ball for him. Buzz Albert tossing it over to the dugout. Ironically, fitting that Kelly Dugan, who he shares the home run lead with, two of the top sluggers in the league. Dugan at first was literally the first one to congratulate him. As he got down there, big ovation from the crowd, and now Connor Lean, the hitter, after a mound visit. Pitching coach Mark Johnson had gone out. Shaver needs a new glove, apparently. Webbing came undone. And now with that walk, third base runner for the Revs all day, second walk. Connor Lean represents the tying run. He is popped to short and flied to left. Franco with walk number 48, second in the league behind Nelly. Third in the league in on-base percentage, and the longest streak the league's seen in a long time as Lean rips a foul past Polo at third. A little early on that. The shame is that there's so many streaks and records from early days in league history that weren't kept, and we would just have no idea what the league record is. Maybe it is this, but we'll never know. But it started for Franco on May 12th. The pitch, swing and a line drive, pulled foul into the seats down the left field side. Hopefully everybody all right. It's 0-2. Might have gotten somebody. We will wait for a moment. Might be a young fella. Is going up the steps on his own, so looks like he'll tough it out. No balls, 2 strikes to Lean. Hall to the plate, and it's down and away. A slider. Now got him up to 93 pitches. And they do have Tyler Sullentrop loosening in their bullpen. Reyes broke up the no-no with a leadoff double this inning. He's still at third. Franco at first, down 3-0. 1-2 pitch, it's down and away. A slider, and again, Lean lays off. Now Hall the stretch. 2-2. Fastball called third, strike, and Lean can't believe it. Up and on the outside. And he immediately reacted in disbelief as Buzz Albert rung him up. And the Revs do not score in the 7th. The 9th strikeout of the day for Hall. It might be his last. This is his 95th pitch. No runs, 1 hit, 2 runners left. We'll go to the 8th. Still 3-0 Lancaster.
This is Revolution Manager Mark Mason. I love a great local neighborhood bar, and no matter what night of the week, Racehorse Tavern in Thomasville has something for you. Great food, fantastic bartenders, and ice-cold beer every night. Acoustic acts on Saturday and Sunday afternoons in our Four Seasons patio from 3 to 6. We've even got various fundraising events throughout the year and are a proud sponsor of 5 York City softball teams and the York Revolution, where you can come in as a stranger and leave feeling like family. The Racehorse Tavern, 738 North Beesicker Road in Thomasville. For more info, visit online at racehorsetavern.com.
Many ancient cultures believed our feet to be the source of well-being. In fact, from the moment humankind first stood upright, our feet have been our most fundamental connection with the earth. At Flying Feet, we strive to strengthen that connection with a selection of summer footwear that are fashionably appealing, orthopedically correct, and most importantly, comfortable.
Flying Feet.
Since we introduced them, OOFOS has been the hottest brand of thongs, slides, and clogs on the market. Lightweight and fashionable, OOFOam technology absorbs 37% more impact than traditional foam footwear materials. Less stress on your feet and joints means OOFOS all-day comfort. Now Flying Feet introduces New Sole. These American-made thongs and slides are soft, lightweight, and super comfortable. Their supportive footbed addresses a variety of foot ailments. New soles are especially good for water fun as they float, are non-porous, and slip-resistant. See all of the men's and women's styles available for your summer fun at Flying Feet.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. 1511 Mount Rose Avenue behind Domino's Pizza, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Head of the 8th inning, still a 3-0 Lancaster lead. Tucker will come in. Pitching change. Josh Martin, a scoreless 7th. Tucker now the second to be used behind Nicely, who had a quality start, but trails 3-zip. Tucker is 4th outing, 3 scoreless outings, 3 scoreless innings so far. 2 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And he will face Colton Shaver up first. And Tucker, the rookie lefty, comes set. Got the high sock look, to put it mildly, as he fires a strike on Shaver. He's wearing baseball shorts, it looks like. Shaver 1 for 2, an RBI single in the 6th. Walked early in the game as well. The 0-1, that is down low. Off speed in the dirt. Offensively, the highlight so far, Franco extending the on-base streak to 46. With that walk last inning, new Revs record. It's the 1-1 from Tucker and misses high and away. And on the streak, now this is 46 games. Some of the numbers that he's put up: 42 runs, 60 hits, 31 extra base hits, including 17 homers, 38 walks. Pitch to Shaver, misses high. On base percentage on the streak, .476, slugging .744, batting .357. Tucker ready. 3-1, and a swing and a foul tip back behind home. That'll roll to the backstop. And the first few weeks of the year, when the weather was cold still and Franco's timing was off, like, everybody was kind of waiting for him to get locked in, and boy did he, and he has not gotten locked out ever since. It's been constant. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss. 3-2 off speed, and Shaver wasn't expecting that. He's down on strikes, 1 away. And Tucker, a strikeout to begin the 8th. By the way, our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report. Malky Mace is still rehabbing that quad. Did have to play a little bit last night due to the circumstances. He certainly didn't make anything worse, but they don't want him to be tempted to go harder than he can just yet. Here's Trayvon Robinson, who takes in the dirt. .3-0 Lancaster, top of the 8th. Tucker ready. Here's the 1-0. Fastball, got it over for a strike at 91. Robinson may not have been in love with it. He's up in the strike zone. now fires. Fastball inside. 2-1. By the way, tomorrow, 5 p.m. start for the doubleheader. We'll be on at 4:40. Also, well-spanned Silver Sluggers Tuesday. 2-1. Swinging a rip at third, right to Franco. 2 clean hops. He's got it. Fires it across. 2 away. Have it baseball bingo presented by Edgar Snyder and Associates tomorrow night as well. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com.
Twice the opportunity to win.
Would almost be shameful if you would lose.
Unless, do you get 2 separate cards for each game, or is it collective between the 2 games?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Does that help? There's Anderson Feliz, and a ball down low gets away. He won't go. Who would? Well, I'm going to assume that it's combined between the 2 games tomorrow.
That would be a big rush in between games.
Yeah. If you don't win tomorrow, you didn't try. Feliz 1 for 3.
Because it's totally in your hands.
Yeah. Pitch, swinging a soft liner at short, and Elmer reaches up and makes the grab. Might have broken Feliz's bat. 1-2-3, top of the 8th inning. Tucker now 4 scoreless innings to begin his pro career. What a job he's done. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Revs trying to piece together a comeback, still down 3-0.
With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement with Fast Signs. There are 1,000,001 possibilities to power your business visibility. Achieve more than you ever thought possible with Fast Signs.
Named one of the best advisors in the state and the country, Kevin Smith and the team of Smith Wealth Advisory Group can help you develop a customized retirement income plan. As specialists in retirement planning, they will guide you on Social Security, pension choices, 401k and retirement plan rollovers, required minimum distributions, taxation, and optimal distribution strategies. For all your retirement planning needs, contact one of the nation's best, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, located right here in York. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Drunk driving prevention is a priority at Anheuser-Busch. You can't drive drunk if you don't drive there. Encourage friends to sign the Decide to Ride petition on DecideToRide.com. Brought to you by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, Uber, Brewery Products, and WOYK. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Can't get enough of the birds? Sports Radio 98.9 and 1350 WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from The Athletic Baltimore. Exclusive in-depth interviews, plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball and the birds every Monday at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Well, the Revs are done facing Brooks Hall today. That's the good news. Lancaster has got a pretty decent back end of the bullpen, though. Tyler Sullentrop takes over after Hall goes 7, took a no-no into the 7th, allowed 1 hit. No runs, walked 2, struck out 9. And he finished up 94 pitches, 62 strikes. The Revs with Herrera, Perez, and Lenin Rodriguez here in the home 8th. Sullentrop 2-2 with a 2.96 ERA in 27 outings. Opponents hitting just 219, 35 Ks to 17 walks in 27 1/3. About 6 fewer hits than innings. Now here's Herrera. First pitch is swung on and chopped to short. Feliz waits on it, gloves the second hop, letter high, and fires it across to first. 1 pitch, 1 out. Herrera's 8-game hitting streak in peril. Here comes Jeffrey Perez, who also has an 8-gamer. He has struck out and grounded out. Revs with Nick Green getting ready in their bullpen. Maybe the next thing, you know how there's card counters in Vegas? Maybe somebody will figure out how to count baseball bingo results. Ooh. Yeah. Scandalous, right?
Ooh.
First pitch to Jeffrey is over for a strike.
You know, if someone goes to the effort to do that, I feel like you just got to respect it.
Yeah, kind of. I agree with that. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, that's outside. Other games, a doubleheader in Lexington. The Genomes beat the Legends 2-1 in the first game. Second game yet to begin. Pitch to Perez. It's in for a strike. Tight slider. Long Island up 3-0 in the third at Staten Island. Scott Harkin against Dakota Freeze today. Sullentrop the pitch, and a swing and a soft liner past his legs. Feliz up the middle, sidearms to first, and gets the out. Jeffrey punched it past Sullentrop, who had to shift out of the way, and had it hit him in the legs, it probably wouldn't have done a lot of damage to him, but could have bounced anyway, and Jeffrey could have reached. He got out of the way, and Feliz gets to it behind second. The Revs down to their final 4 outs today. Here's Lenin Rodriguez, who's grounded out and struck out. First pitch is a slider for a strike. Charleston and Southern Maryland just underway in Waldorf, scoreless in the first. Pitch, swing and a miss, fastball. Denson Hall was just dealt to Charleston. He makes his debut against his former team. Darrell Thompson starting for Southern Maryland. And then High Point and Gastonia scoreless in the third. Pitch to Lanini, chops it to second. Mercedes to his left. He gloves it shoulder high and sidearms to first. 3 ground ball outs for Sullentrop in a 1-2-3-8. And we'll go to the 9th here this afternoon at Peoples Bank Park. Revs still down 3-0.
WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. We are here for professional athletes, athletes in training, and the weekend warrior. We're the official sports medicine provider for the York Revolution, the York Suburban Trojans, and your weekend tennis team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
This message from the team at Community Progress Council.
A teacher can make the biggest difference in a child's life.
Just being with the kids, interacting with the kids, and just giving them the love that they want from us, I just love it.
Everything we do here is furthering someone else's dream, and maybe furthering the dreams of not just the parents, but the kids, and changing the lives of that family.
I always envision myself coming back to my community at the end of the day, that you have that satisfaction that you help someone.
At Community Progress Council, progress is
change, growth, any kind of growth. It can be small, big, but any growth towards whatever you're working for.
Continuing to do what I do, helping the families, helping the children, and helping the family to be the best family that they can be so that those children can grow up to be even better.
And we're all here for one specific reason. It's really to empower individuals to move towards self-sufficiency.
This job is not a job for me. I love my job. I literally love being here.
Don't just work, work for progress. Learn more about employment opportunities with Community Progress Council at www.yorkcpc.org.
With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement with Fast Signs. Stop in today or visit fastsigns.com.
You're on York's home for Sixers basketball. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Well, don't forget, as soon as we sign off tonight, we'll have the Baltimore Baseball Show. Dan Connolly here on WOYK. Revs trailing 3-0 as we go to the 9th. Trace Lair leads off as Nick Green takes over. This will be his third outing. And into his windup. First offering on the way. It is down and away on Lair, who's 1 for 3. A single, a steal. First look at home for Nick Green. His deceptive delivery as he brings it over the top. A called strike, 1-1. It's got that hitch on the arm swing back. Probably can't emulate that if you tried, as he delivers a curveball over the top for strike 2, 1-2. Back-to-back scoreless innings for him Thursday and Friday night. He fires, and a swing and a pop-up foul over the third base side. That'll reach the seats. 2 scoreless, 1 hit. No walks, 2 Ks. Meanwhile, Lancaster with West Tunnel loosening. They have activated Scott Schumann, but not ready to throw him back into the closer's role yet. Pitch is a breaking ball lined the other way and foul toward their bullpen. That bounces back to Franco at third. Schumann had been out with elbow troubles. And did recently get back into game action. A wind from Green, he delivers, and a swing and a chopper to second base. Jeffrey to his right, he gloves it chest high and throws over to first. 1 down here in the 9th. Last couple innings, these relievers getting grounder after grounder. Ball loose all the way in behind home plate. Sun shining brightly here as we approach 7 p.m. Ordinarily, we'd be maybe wrapping up the first inning by now, but it'll be a while till we have another normal 6:30 start here. Tomorrow we've got the doubleheader at 5. Here's Dunston, tries to bunt his way on, and he bounces it foul behind home plate. He is 0 for 4 today, ground out, line drive double play, and 2 strikeouts. He's reached safely in 20 of his 21 games played coming in. Pitch to him sits high. And the throw back to Green was even higher. Goes out to Jeffrey at second. He'll throw it back. And Green, who began this season in the Mexican League with Monclova, 6 outings, 1 start, had been in spring training with the Reds. Now he fires. And a swing and a foul tip as that glances back behind home plate. Revs against Tunnel in the bottom of the 9th. We'll have the top of the order due up. There's the wind from Green and the 1-2. Breaking ball slips high and outside. Green, a native of Colorado, Fountain, Colorado. Been a while since we've had someone from Colorado on the team as Green misses high. In fact, I couldn't begin to tell you the last. Oh, full count. And he delivers. Swinging a ground ball, jammed him. At first, Nelly off the bag, gloves, and flips to Green at the bag. Nelly had to come in and charge it, and Green was there to receive. They hook up on the out, 2 away. Another ground ball. And Green's now gotten 8 outs in a York uniform, and 5 have been on ground outs. Here's Melvin Mercedes, who's 2 for 3 today with a run and also a walk. Franco coming in at third. First pitch is over for a strike. Outfield comes in a little bit. Mercedes, a slap hitting type. 0-1 pitch. It is up and in. Does have 4 home runs. The New York City native. All of 5'7". He awaits and he swings and chops one to first. Nelly gloves it and again flips to Green, who scurries to the bag. 1-2-3, 9th inning for Nick Green. He has begun his Revs career with 3 scoreless outings, 3 ground ball outs. Last chance for the Revs today. Bottom of the 9th inning, trailing 3-0.
Comfort and convenience await you at the newly renovated 4 Points by Sheraton York, situated in the suburb of historic downtown York. Our hotel provides easy access to popular local attractions, including the Harley-Davidson Factory, the York Fairgrounds, Hershey Park, the Gettysburg Battlefield, and Lancaster Amish Country. Unwind in our spacious hotel rooms featuring plush beds, complimentary high-speed Wi-Fi, and other home-like amenities. Head to our on-site restaurant and lounge, Trios, to enjoy delicious American cuisine or an evening cocktail. Keep up with your exercise routine while traveling by using our family-friendly hotel's fitness center and the largest indoor heated pool in York. We also feature flexible meeting space for memorable events. The combination of modern accommodations, excellent service, and a great location will make your stay at 4 Points by Sheraton York.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Last chance for the Revs. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Wes Tunnell, the new pitcher for Lancaster. It is the top of the order for York. Stokes, Reyes, and Encarnacion looking to piece together a last at-bat rally. They've been held to 1 hit, and that was Reyes' double in the 7th. Tunnell, who's got the long hair tied up in a bun under his cap. He appears in game number 18 with Lancaster, 1-0 with a 2.37 ERA. He is 2 for 2 in saves. Schumann's got 4, and then he got injured, and Josh Graham's got 5. Tunnell will handle this attempt. 19 innings, just 10 hits. Opponents 169. No home runs, 13 walks, 18 Ks. And he also began the year in Mexico with Monclova. Might have been Green's teammate. I don't know if they were there the same dates. First pitch to Stokes is fouled back. Stokes today 0 for 3 with a ground out and 2 strikeouts. Brooks Hall went the first 7 for Lancaster. Sullentrop 3 ground outs and a perfect 8th. Tunnell from the stretch. It's the 0-1, and a swing and a ground ball softly to short. Feliz shifts to his left up the middle, fires to first, and gets Stokes by a lunge. And that's out number 1. Revs, who earlier this week, through Friday's game, had scored double figures in 4 out of 6, had back-to-back 17 hit performances. They currently lead the league in team batting, runs scored, team on base, but have been held to 1 hit today. Here's the guy with that hit. Elmer Reyes, 1 for 3 with a double. And Tunnell with the pitch, a breaking ball low. League lead tying 21st double, second in the league to 80 hits. the 1-0. Swinging a bouncer foul over by Lancaster's dugout. Reyes entered play today, top 5 in the league in average at .328. Rejuvenated here in York. 1-1 swing, and he sprays this one foul into the stands, first base side. Batted .252 with Charleston last year. Huge offseason pickup. Tunnel ready. And delivers home. It is swung on and bounced softly left side. The third baseman, Laird, charging, and he scoops and fires on the run to get him. He came full speed, charging in front of short toward the mound, was able to get to it. Picked it and fired to first, and the Revs are down to their final out. It'll be Encarnacion, who's reached on a walk and grounded out twice. Trying to keep the game alive. First pitch is up high. Nelly is on deck. If they can keep it alive, Franco would be the tying run. Revs who were one hit on May 27th in Lancaster. The game that Teller started. He's now Diamondbacks property as of the day after that, as Tunnel delivers a breaking ball strike. It was Encarnacion who delivered the only hit that night. 7th inning double and a 3-2 loss. 1-1, breaking ball over for a strike. Down to their last strike. Last time they were one hit at home was September 2019. Against Southern Maryland, a game that Mitch Lamson started. Tunnel with the pitch. Swing and a drive high and deep in left center. JC has broken up the shutout. A majestic, no doubt, home run, bouncing deep in the playground in left center. Clobbers his 7th. There will be no shutout today. It's a 3-1 game here in the bottom of the 9th. He hanged it, and JC banged it.
And that's huge, keeping the game alive and setting the table here, middle of this order. And
here's Nelly. 388 feet, left the bat at 102.6. First pitch to Nelly is swung on and missed, a slider. First home run that Tunnel's given up. Revs entered the day one off the league lead in homers. That's their 82nd as a team. Pitch to Nelly, slider called strike. Again, they are down to their last strike. Tunnel ready with it. And the 2-strike pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball gets him, and that will do it. Now the Barnstormers take the opener today, sending the Revs to a 3rd straight loss. York manages just 2 hits, a 3-1 final here on the 4th of July here at Peoples Bank Park. And the Revs, who got in at 4 in the morning, unfortunately the bats didn't have a whole lot of juice against Brooks Hall today. He was outstanding through 7, did not allow a hit until the 7th. The highlight today, Carlos Franco does set the Revs all-time record for a consecutive game on base streak at 46, but a mostly quiet day at the plate as Lancaster takes the opener 3-1, and they now lead the War of the Roses this year 10-6.
Yeah, a really well-pitched game collectively by York. We said Austin nicely kept them in the ball game with 6 strong innings. And then just 1 base runner allowed by the bullpen. 2 base runners, 1 hit. And, the pitching did everything they could to keep the offense in the game. Just the Lancaster pitching, starting with Hall today, was tremendous.
3-1 final. Barnstormers have 1 game left in their first half. The Revs have 2. That'll be the doubleheader tomorrow beginning at 5, and then for York, the second half gets underway Wednesday night in Lancaster. But a 3-1 final score here today. Stay tuned, post-game show, and then the Baltimore baseball show is coming up next.
Dickey's Barbecue Pit is known for slow, smoked quality meats that make your taste buds grin from ear to ear. We queued it up to a whole new level by adding beer and wine to our menu, and there aren't many combinations better than mouth-watering brisket and ice-cold beer. So come visit us over at West Manchester Town Center to get your fix of both. Dickey's, the best way to cue the day with legit Texas barbecue. Visit us at dickeys.com.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services. In good times and bad, we provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural home buyers, agribusiness, and rural infrastructure providers. As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit, supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more at farmcredit.com.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Revs fall today 3-1 is the final score. We welcome you to the post-game show, brought to you in part by Brewery Products and their Decide to Ride campaign. You can sign the pledge form online at decidetoride.com. Get home safely every time, even when you're no hit through the first 6 innings after getting in at 4 in the morning. Revs fall to 29-35. It's their 3rd straight loss. Lancaster improves to 29-36. And it's been a bit streaky all of a sudden here of late. The Revs, who went into that road trip last week having won 4 straight, a season high, then lost back-to-back, then won back-to-back, and have now lost 3 straight here currently, a streak that they will try to end tomorrow in that doubleheader that begins at 5 p.m. Lancaster, though, improves to 10-6. in this year's War of the Roses. And recapping things today, it was a tough first inning for Austin Nicely. 33 pitches. He did limit the damage to a manageable 2 runs, and Lancaster only scored 1 run the rest of the day, but scored on an RBI double from Ladarius Clark with 2 outs. It got past a diving attempt from JC in left field, and then a wild pitch made it 2-0 in that first inning. He did strand 2 others, and after that was very good and had some big-time help from his defense as well. Line drive double play in the second inning to help him out of a little bit of a tricky situation. Then in the third inning, a great running grab by Connor Lean over his head in deep center. Also had a big throw out from Lenin Rodriguez on a caught stealing in that third inning. Then nicely a 1-2-3 fourth. Not much done against him in the fifth, just a 2-out single. The only other run that came against him today in the sixth inning, it was an infield hit and a walk that set the table, and then Colton Shaver singled up the middle, driving in Andretti Cordero, which made it a 3-0 Lancaster lead. But again, after that first inning, nicely really settled down, gave the team a chance. 6 innings, 3 runs. And they got scoreless frames from Martin, Tucker, and Green in the 7th, 8th, and 9th, respectively. But offensively, just nothing doing today against Brooks Hall, who faced 1 over the minimum through the first 6 innings and had retired 16 straight into the 7th with no hits allowed before Elmer Reyes doubled down the right field line to break up the no-hit bid. And with 2 outs in that 7th inning, a walk to Carlos Franco, breaking the Revs' consecutive game on base streak record, his 46th consecutive game reaching base, breaking Nate Espy's record set 15 years ago during the inaugural season. But the Revs would strand runners at first and third in the 7th as Hall finished 7 scoreless, allowing just the 1 hit, walked 2 and struck out 9. And then Tyler Sullentrop got the hold with 3 ground ball outs and a 1-2-3-8. And Wes Tunnel came on for the save in the 9th inning, got the first 2 on ground balls before JC Encarnacion blasted a home run to left center. Our Shipley Energy power play of the game, breaking up the shutout, JC's 7th home run of the season, but Tunnel bounced back, getting a strikeout to end it. And the Barnstormers take the opener of this 4-day, 5-game, home and home, first half, second half series by a final score of 3-1. And your Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group player of the game today was Brooks Hall, who was dominant, giving up just the 1 hit through 7 innings. 3-1 is the final. We'll take one last post-game break, check the out-of-town scores, and then send it off to Dan Connolly and the Baltimore Baseball Show after this.